The Angels, they got blown out on opening day by the Orioles, got blown out on game 2 by the Orioles, and then Ron Washington decided to hold a team meeting. 2 games into the season is awfully early to be holding a team meeting, in my opinion. I might be wrong here, but that seems awfully early to be sitting everybody down and saying, "Hey, fellas, don't panic. It's 2 games." You would think these guys are all professionals in the room. I understand they've got a young team there in Anaheim, right? They've got Neto and Shanuel. I can never say his name right. Shanuel. They got some young guys on that team, and I could see Ron Washington being like a little bit worried that they might panic. But they've got veteran leadership. They've got Taylor Ward. They've got Mike Trout. They've got Logan O'Hoppe. They've got they got Tyler Anderson on the pitching staff. They've got some veterans in that clubhouse. Joe Adell, who he's been around, right? Like he's not like an all-star or anything, but he's been around. He's been at the big league level for a while. Same with Matt Thaiss, has been there for a couple of years. That those guys should be able to they should be able to look around the room and say, "Hey, fellas, it's fine. It's 2 games. It's no big deal." They shouldn't have to have Ron Washington come in here and be the voice of don't panic after 2 games. To me, this says a lot about how he feels about the talent and the leadership on that team. That I wonder if he doesn't feel like he has the leadership on that team to go in there and have that conversation for him, that he's the guy who has to have that conversation, right? Like I said, maybe Mike Trout at the very absolute worst. Tyler Anderson, but he's not a super vocal guy. He's probably not a super vocal leader. Maybe Matt Thaiss, who's been up for a while. He's a catcher. He could be a captain in that clubhouse somewhat, right? Or Logan O'Hoppe, another catcher who could be a captain in that clubhouse. Guys who've been around a while should be the ones to say, just, and not even like call a team meeting. Just, you're going back into the clubhouse or you're in the dugout, like, "Hey, fellas, it's all right. It's game 2. No big deal. We've been outscored by 20 whatever runs. Who cares? Tomorrow's a new day, and it's game 3 of the season." And I don't know that the meeting necessarily worked. The Angels did not lose game 3, but I am not going to say that it was because of the team meeting. I'm going to say it's because it was game 3 of the season. There were only 4 sweeps over the weekend. This was not one of them. I'm going to attribute it to the fact that it was game 3 of the season. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna roll with a Ron Washington team meeting after game 2.